The perception of pitch. Pitch is the psychological variable most closely related to the physical variable of frequency, although other physical variables like amplitude, waveform, and time can also have an effect. Frequency is measured in cycles per second. That is, the number of times a vibratory pattern repeats itself in 1 second. Cycles per second is often referred to as Hertz, after Heinrich Hertz, a German physicist of the late 19th century. In general, the faster or higher the frequency, the higher the perceived pitch. At best, human beings can hear from 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. As we get older, the top range decreases as a natural function of aging in a process called presbycusis. In music, the most useful pitch range is based on frequencies from approximately 20 Hertz to 4,000 Hertz. This is roughly the range of a piano. Several theories are currently used to explain pitch perception. The place theory is simply the notion that points along the basilar membrane respond to different frequencies. Faster frequencies stimulate the hair cells nearer the oval window, while slower frequencies stimulate hair cells nearer the helicotrema, the far end of the cochlea. In this graph, you can see that the slower the frequency, the farther along the basilar membrane is the peak of the wave. The foregoing graph applies to pure tones. For complex tones, it's similar, except that multiple resonance regions are set up along the basilar membrane. Here, for example, is a graph that represents the resonance region for a fundamental of 440 Hertz, along with resonance regions for the first 7 overtones. Although the place theory provides a reasonable explanation of pitch perception, it can't account for pitches below 200 Hertz. This is because at 100 Hertz and below, the basilar membrane vibrates as a whole. A second theory of pitch perception is called periodicity theory. According to the periodicity theory, the firing rate of hair cells along the basilar membrane matches the frequency of a tone. The higher the frequency, the faster the firing rate, and the higher the perceived pitch. Let's look at how place and periodicity theories work together. The particular location of the resonance region determines the pitch we perceive, as well as the fact that within each resonance region, hair cells are firing at different rates. In other words, where the hair cells are located and how fast they're vibrating combine to give us a sense of pitch. The primary limitation of the periodicity theory is that the upper limit for the firing rate of the cells is only about 1,000 times per second, far less than the highest frequency we can perceive. A third theory, the volley theory, allows for faster firing rates by combining the firing rates of groups of cells. As it stands now, none of the 3 theories, nor all of them combined, adequately explain how we perceive pitch. For the time being, the place theory is the best explanation for pitches based on frequencies from 200 to 20,000 Hertz, while the periodicity theory is the best explanation for pitches based on frequencies from 20 to 2,000 Hertz.